Hello, and welcome to another Pages and Pals a live show. We're a little earlier today. Normally, our live shows are 8 p.m., but we started at 7:30. If you are new to our live shows, this is a live reading. Basically, grab your book and read with us. We're not reading any particular all the same book together. It's not a book club. It's a reading book club kind of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these ladies introduce themselves. We are part of the BookTube Chicks book club umbrella. So we have our own book club, and we have little smaller book clubs underneath. So introduce yourselves and let us know what you're reading.
Hi, my name is Desirai, and you can find me at LibriLabra on Instagram and TikTok and Threads and YouTube. And today I am reading my book club book, which is The Violin Conspiracy by Brendan Slocum. And it is about a very expensive violin that I don't know if it goes missing or somebody loses it or it gets stolen. Oh, hold on. It says a riveting page turner about a black classical musician's desperate quest to recover his lost violin on the eve of the most prestigious musical competition in the world. There you go.
My name is Chloe. I am from the YouTube channel Brunette Bibliophile, and you can find me on most social medias under Brunette Bibliophile or Brunette Biblio. Tonight I'm going to be continuing in a book I have been reading this week called A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall. This is one of my review books from 2022, so I definitely want to make sure I get to it. I had put this down at one point. I just wasn't feeling it. A while ago, like months ago, and I finally decided to start over and pick it back up. And I've been going between reading with my eyeballs and listening to the audiobook. This is set in like Regency London, so kind of like Bridgerton times. And this person in during Waterloo was shot and presumed dead. But she survived and decided to come back and in her truest self, which is as a woman. And this guy they were friends in her former life, and he thinks that she is dead. And it's been like 2 years of him thinking she's dead. So, yeah. And it's kind of about reconnection, but also where I'm at, there's like a season happening.
And you're on my channel. My name is Kathleen. My channel's For the Love of Books. I am reading The Escape Room by Megan Golden. This is a thriller. It's in the workplace. It's about these three employees who are called for a meeting, and they find out that they're really for a team building exercise, but it's an escape room, and it's not your typical nice puzzle solving escape room. It is puzzle solving, but it is a little bit more dangerous. Right now, as I'm still in the beginning of the book, they're stuck in an elevator, so they got to figure out how to get out. But there's also like it's alternating chapters, and there's a chapter of this girl who started working for this company, and I'm assuming she has something to do with the escape room. I really don't know what's happening. I don't know how her story really meshes with the three people that are currently in the elevator. But I have been reading a lot of thrillers recently. It's all I've been reading ever since I stopped reading young adult fantasy. But it's really good so far. But again, I'm still in the beginning of the book. So again, those of you just joining us, we have two reading sprints that occurred during this live show. We're going to start with our first one. It's 25 minutes. I will share my screen so you guys can see the timer and you can know how much time there is left on the reading sprint. And Donna is in with us, and she says she's reading a historical fiction called The Outlaw Noble Soul. God, I haven't read a historical fiction in a long time. I hope you're enjoying it, Donna. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll share my screen for you guys for the timer. Okay. That was 25 minutes. I think I read about 20 pages. Um, Again, if you're just joining us, welcome to Pages and Pals, where this is a monthly event where we just gather together and we read because it's always more fun to read with friends. I'm currently reading The Escape Room by Megan Golden. This is a thriller about like 4 or 5 employees or however many employees, and they're stuck in an elevator currently, but they're in a team building exercise for like escape room style, and it's a little more intense than your normal escape rooms. It's fun so far. I'm on page 80. I made it to page 86, but it's pretty good so far. Desiree, how's your book going? You're reading something for your book club, right?
Yeah, I'm reading The Violin Conspiracy, and I also got to like page 20. And basically, he was traveling somewhere with his violin, and then like somebody took the violin out of the case and stuck a shoe in it. So when he got home, his very expensive violin was like missing. So they have like all these cops trying to figure out where the hell it went and stuff. And yeah, he's pretty stressed.
Instruments can be super expensive.
Like ridiculously expensive.
I've seen like the videos on TikTok about like people comparing like a $50 whatever instrument to like a similar instrument that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and seeing how the sound differs. And I find those videos so interesting. Chloe, how's your book going? You're reading something with a Duke. Sorry.
I'm reading A Lady for a Duke, which is a historical romance featuring a transgender woman.
Oh,
and
okay.
I
is she the love interest?
Okay, so I appreciate. Yeah,
she's a main character.
So she's the main character, and then her best friend from her former life is the love interest.
Okay.
I appreciate this book for what it is and the representation that it has. But for me, I think for me it's only okay because it's so long. Like it's 450 pages and I'm only on page 282 and it's just so long. But I appreciate it for what it is, but at the same time it needs
So
to
you
be,
think it's
like,
too long?
Yes.
Okay.
Because a reveal happened like 100 pages ago. Which I feel like if you chopped off 100 pages of this book and had extended that reveal out just a little bit longer, this would be good. But I'm still interested to see how it ends. But at the same time, it's like,
is it a standalone or part of a series?
It's a standalone.
Okay. And you said this is a review book that you're reading?
Yeah. I think it's like the oldest one that was on my review list.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump onto our next reading sprint. This one is a shorter one. It's a 20-minute reading sprint. Again, as with the first one, I'll share my screen so you guys can see the timer. And let us know what you're reading in the comments and how your book is going. And I'll go ahead and start now. Okay, so that was 20 minutes. I think I did pretty good. I got to page 105, so I read about 20 pages during that. During that session, they're going now. Every chapter is dedicated to a different member. That's a different employee that's on the elevator, stuck on the elevator. I actually like this because it's kind of giving me a background on who these people are. Desirai, how's your $10 million is a violin? Oh.
I got through another 20 pages, and he's just trying to figure out who could have stole it. He went like to ask his family questions, and
so is this book like mystery, like what happened to my $10 million violin kind of thing? So we're following him trying to find his $10 million violin.
Classified like a mystery. I don't know if this is like
what time period is this set in? Is it modern times? Is it like 100 years ago?
No, I think it's modern times.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's modern times. But he's trying to do crowdfunding because there was a ransom note in it that was like, give us $5 million if you ever want to see your violin again.
Does it have you gotten to the part of how is he rich? Like, how does he have a $10 million violin?
No, I haven't gotten to that. But it sounds like he is like a performer, so maybe he's like a famous classical musician. So I don't know how much money he has, but
okay. And Chloe, how's your book going? Your historical romance?
I read about 15 pages. I was 3 pages shy of getting to the next chapter. But in the audiobook, I have less than 3 hours left. So progress, I guess.
Yeah. Donna said in the comments that she thinks that a romance shouldn't be 450 pages. And I kind of agree with that. It's a bit on the longer side for a romance book, especially historical romance. You read more romance than I do, so.
No, I still think this is long. I've read one other book by this author, and I think it was probably like 350 pages. It's been a while since I've read it. But I feel like recently, this book, and I have one other book that I haven't read by this person, they're long. They're chunky.
Okay. Are the Bridgerton books
I feel like no, the Bridgerton books are probably like in the 300s.
Okay.
But I feel like, especially a lot of like indie turned traditional romance is really thick. Like Lucy Score, Laura Nasher, that's like the trend right now. But this came out a few years ago, I think. So I don't know.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end here. This is the last of our reading sprints. So let's go ahead and talk about next month. Well, the rest of this month and next month, since we did Pages and Pals really early this month. We have the book. Wait, hold on. Quarterly romances first. Are you guys? When is the next quarterly romance?
Sunday.
Show? And what are you guys reading in?
Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren.
Okay, if you guys want to join the live show with Desirai and Chloe, it's going to be on Desirai's channel at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. They're talking about Beautiful Bastards. It is their quarterly romance book club. They do this once a quarter, and that is this Sunday, May 5th. BookTube Chicks is going to be on a different day. It's normally on Sundays, specifically the last Sunday of the month. But because the last day of the month is BookNet Fest and both Chloe and Desirai are going to BookNet Fest, it is going to be on May 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? 7 p.m. And we are reading a book called You're Invited. Do you guys remember who it was by?
Amanda Jayatissa.
Yes. So it was my pick this month. So I believe it is a thriller. So yes, you're invited. And again, the live show for that book is going to be on Wednesday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be on Chloe's channel. And then moving on to June, our next Pages and Pals live show. Again, this live show, but next month, is going to be on June 14th. Again, on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If anything does change, make sure you're following us on Twitter or X, whatever. Make sure you're following us there, and we'll announce a change. Also, we have Instagram. Make sure that you follow that as well. It's all linked down below, so make sure you check those out so you guys can be notified of any changes. And that is it for our announcements. Thank you everyone for joining us. We hope we can see you next time. If you don't join us for the Tube Book Clubs, we hope you join us for the next Pages and Pals. Again, that is June 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here. But thank you so much for joining. We hope you had a good time reading with pals. I always enjoy these live shows. I find, I don't know, I always have a good time. So we will see you next time, and thank you all. Bye guys.